Scalpel. The sweat on the young man's brow glistened under the harsh gaslight. He held the beating heart of James Cornish in his hands. One wrong move, and life would slip away. But Daniel Hale Williams knew what he had to do. In a small Chicago hospital, in 1893, a black doctor was about to make history, defying the odds and racial prejudice, one precise stitch at a time. For centuries, the narrative of human progress has been meticulously crafted, often omitting crucial threads from the vibrant tapestry of Africa and its diaspora. History books, those supposed bastions of truth, have conveniently overlooked, deliberately concealed, or simply failed to acknowledge the brilliance, the innovation, and the sheer resilience of black people. We've been told stories of limitations, of struggles, of a people perpetually playing catch-up. But what if I told you that the very foundation of modern medicine, the procedures we take for granted today, owe a debt to a figure whose name has been unjustly erased from the annals of history? Consider the operating theater, a sterile space where life hangs in the balance, where skilled hands navigate the delicate pathways of the human body. Think of the audacious ambition, the unwavering conviction, required to breach the very organ that sustains us, the heart. For decades, the pioneers of cardiac surgery were celebrated, their names etched in gold on the walls of medical institutions. But what if the recognized first wasn't actually the first? What if the true innovator was a black man, operating under the shadow of prejudice, his groundbreaking achievement deliberately obscured? Doctors had been attempting to repair heart wounds for years, but all attempts proved fatal. It was believed to be impossible. So difficult, so dangerous, so unlikely, that it became one of medicine's great challenges. A challenge that remained unsolved until a black doctor, working in Jim Crow America, performed the first successful open-heart surgery in 1893. Wait, what? The weight of history, the stolen narratives, they don't just exist in textbooks. They echo in the present. The very structures we understand as foundational, upon closer inspection, often reveal African ingenuity at their core. Consider the age of exploration, that lauded period of European expansion. We are taught of daring voyages, of uncharted waters bravely conquered. But what if the waters weren't uncharted at all? What if the maps already existed? We celebrate Christopher Columbus, crediting him with discovering the Americas in 1492. But how did he navigate the vast and treacherous Atlantic? The truth, often conveniently omitted, is that Columbus possessed maps. Maps not of European origin. These maps, meticulously crafted over centuries by African mariners, were based on advanced astronomical knowledge and intricate understanding of oceanic currents. Evidence suggests these maps had been circulating among European navigators for decades. It is believed that Columbus had access to these maps before his voyage. The wealth of knowledge accumulated in great African centers of learning like Timbuktu, flourishing since the 13th century, encompassed mathematics, astronomy, and cartography far exceeding contemporary European understanding. This knowledge was disseminated across the continent and beyond, finding its way into the hands of those who would later claim discovery. Think about it. The audacity to claim discovery when you are using a map created by someone else. The arrogance to rewrite history, erasing the true architect of progress. This is not an isolated incident. It is a pattern, a systematic erasure that continues to this day. And it begs the question, if African mariners possessed such sophisticated navigational tools centuries ago, what other innovations, what other pivotal contributions have been deliberately obscured? What other figures have been erased from the historical record whose achievements are crucial to our world? Wait, what? If African mariners had the technology to map the world before Columbus sailed, did they reach the Americas first? And so, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, a black man operating in a society that actively tried to limit his potential, not only saved James Cornish's life, but revolutionized surgical practice forever. His story, like so many others in our history, was almost lost. That's why at PannaAfric, we unearth and amplify these hidden narratives. Knowing what Dr. Williams achieved reminds us, especially as Africans, that brilliance and innovation reside within us. it's within. Access to quality healthcare, the pursuit of knowledge, and breaking through barriers, these are legacies he fought for, and ones we must continue to champion today, on the continent and in the diaspora. Want to dive deeper into stories like this, supporting our work to uncover more hidden Black history? Join our insider membership at PannaAfric.com/membership.html for just $9 a month and fuel the movement. Double tap and follow at PannaAfric for more daily truth sparkles.